Welcome back. This is Dr. Sophie Raphael Show, and I want to briefly talk about what are the four fundamental forces, i.e., the four interactions that we know thus far. One, well, for us, we have gravity, and gravity basically is very weak, but however, it has an infinite range, and it governs the formation of stars and galaxies and evolution of the universe. And it tends to, as for example on planet Earth, the, the gravitational force causes it to engage in a controlled fall towards the center of the Earth. The moon is in a controlled fall around the Earth, and the Earth is in a controlled fall around the sun, because as we know, an object in space distort the space, as was discovered by the noted scientist Dr. Albert Einstein. And so an object in space distorts space and creates a well. And so the Earth is in a control fall around the sun, and the moon is in a control fall around the Earth. And we on Earth is in the control fall toward the center. A person on Earth is going to weigh more than a person on the moon. For example, on planet Earth, a person might weigh 200 pounds. On the moon, it's going to weigh less because the gravity force up there is less, right? So, and actually, weight is actually the result in many ways of, of gravity acting on the body. So that's why on Earth, when the gravity force is stronger, you're going to weigh more. On the moon, when the gravity force is less, you're going to weigh less. Okay. And then there's also the electromagnetic force. The electromagnetic force deals with the understood as a very large range also, but it's found for electricity and magnetism and the binding of atoms and molecules together. Okay, and we don't say electricity, we say electromagnetism because magnetism and electricity and electrical force and electricity is basically different sides of the same coin. Okay. A rotating magnetic when I pass a wire through it, you get an electrical field, and vice versa, the other way around. Okay. And then you have the strong nuclear force, the strongest force, what is a very limited range, about the size of a molecule. It holds protons and neutrons together in an atomic nucleus. And then the weak nuclear force, 1 minute as strong as the strong nuclear force, with even shorter range of or less than the proton's diameter, and it's what causes um, radioactivity. But it called decay and emitting and so forth. All right. So those are the four basic fundamental forces in a nutshell for you. And thank you again for joining me. And until next time.